Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Let me introduce myself. I am Omkar Shinde, your host for this particular interview. I want to welcome you all to the fourth episode of interview series brought to you by Industry Inspire Talk. Talking about interview series, it is a series where we invite people who have interned at companies and converted that internship opportunity into a pre-placement offer. Our guest for today's interview is Prakar Chaturvedi. He recently completed his SD internship from Sprinkler and also got a PPO from them. So the whole interview is all going to be about his journey at Triple IIT Allahabad to cracking the interview to getting placed as a full-time software development engineer at Sprinkler. So the whole video is going to be interesting. Make sure to stick around. I hope that you will learn something out of this video which will help you in your specific career as well. So without wasting further time, let's proceed towards the interview. Hello Prakar and welcome to the fourth episode of interview series brought to you by Industry Inspire Talk. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, hey Omkar. Today I'm quite excited, right? It's a great honor. Like I'm here, you have invited me to your show. I'm looking very forward. Like how many students can get help from this episode?
Yeah, that's great. And let's proceed forward. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Yeah. So I am Prakhar Chaturvedi. Currently, I am a 9th semester student at Triple IIT Allahabad. I am pursuing BTech plus MTech dual degree in information technology. I am placed at Sprinkler, and during my college life, I was the president of Student Gymkhana and joint secretary of IEEE Student Chapter Computer Society. And other than this, I was also in my dramatic society, in Fine Arts Society. So this much I have done till now in
That's
my
wonderful.
college life.
That's wonderful. That's quite an info. And my next thing is, tell me something about your college life.
So basically, college life, being an engineer, you already know that college life for an engineer is very exciting. Like how you see in movies, in the hostel life, college life. Uh, in my college life, it was very exciting. I have experienced too many things and all the ups and downs that I have gone through in my engineering life. I have made very wonderful friends in my college life. Uh, Other than this, my college life gave me made me very confident. Like and also other than this, I have got the great ability to socialize with others. So these are the things that I have got from my college life, and it was quite fun. I cannot uh, forget these 4 to 5 years of my college life in my whole life.
That's great. And can you also told that you had a dual degree, MTech plus BTech. So can you describe your dual degree experience to me?
Yeah, a dual degree is a course that we get in mostly in all the IITs and ITs and triple ITs. Basically, dual degree comprises of 10 semesters. 6 of them are of BTech and 4 of them are of MTech. Till 6 of them, we are allowed to sit with the 4 year guys that are enrolled in BTech. And after that, from the fourth, 7th semester onwards, we have different classes. So basically, there is no such difference between 4 year or dual degree. But we have an extra advantage, like we get to know about the placement and internship season, and we are having much more time to prepare than 4 year guys.
So a lot of speakers who came on this platform, they were from BTech, but you are from a new kind of stream that is like dual degree, like MTech plus BTech. So you are doing both the things. So that's really
but
great.
that is only in 5 years.
Yeah, that's great and that's wonderful. And on your LinkedIn profile, you have mentioned you are a physics enthusiast and you are a computer science enthusiast. So my next question will be, what makes you passionate about physics and computer science? You can tell it one by one. First go with physics and then with computer science.
Yeah, physics was my favorite subject in my class 11th and 12th. In that time frame, I used to solve every day. I'm having my Rodolph SCV and I was solving physics. At some point of time, I was thinking of having Bachelor of Science in Physics. So that much passion that I was having for physics at that time. But when I came to college, in 2016, computer science was a new subject that was introduced to me. I was newbie, in my class 11th 12th, my optional was Hindi. So I was not having much introduction to computer science. But when I came to college and my first year went in exploring different things, like I was in dramatic society, I was in fine art society. So at that time I was just exploring, but after my second semester I got serious about computer science. I start exploring the field of computer science. Like I was studying operating system, doing coding and all. So after my second semester, I slowly started developing interest in computer science, and after that, which kept on growing after time. So currently, I am very passionate about computer science.
That's great. That's wonderful. And you are passionate about computer science. You decided to do a dual degree. Then tell me about something like why coding is important to you. What is the importance of coding in your life?
Actually, importance of coding in my life, it was a very fun journey. In my first year, like I told you, I was just exploring things. Me and one of my friend like Nistala, we both used to explore the city. We are having a membership of different clubs. So in my second semester, we were having a subject called data structures. That is very important for job and placement point of view. We are about to have a back in that. So after my second semester, we got serious. We talked to each other like back lag jayegi kya? So after my second semester in the summer vacation that we got after first year, we started doing coding. So in that 2 months, we are having lot of enthusiasm, like back to kaise lag jayegi, and we started coding, and we have done. I have done in that period. I have done a lot of coding. But when I again came to the third semester, और by the way back नहीं लगी, बच गया था. फिर उसके बाद when I came to third semester, I came to college. But in a month, I used to solve around 10 to 15 problems, 16 problems in a month, and which kept on. I was in contact with coding after my third year on HackerEarth, HackerRank. But before the internship season, from the month of July, from April, I think I was doing intense coding from April 2019 to July 2019 for the internship season. In that period, I have done intense coding, and that resulted me in landing internship.
That's nice. So you were initially you got a back, and then you decided to come back, and then
I didn't got a back. I got a D grade.
Yeah. So it's basically you were not good at coding, but you initially developed the love for coding by practicing more and more intense coding. That is what I mean, competitive coding. So my next thing is related to that. You done a lot of coding. Did you build any projects? Tell me some technical projects you have built in college.
Basically, I built around 3 mini projects, and small 2-3 projects. Other than that, most of them were of machine learning or web development. These are the things that in the projects like OCR with high accuracy. These are the things that I have developed during my BTech presentation.
Yeah. That's great. So it is whatever you do in college, you do a project that gives you a boost, that gives you some learning in your college life, which can help you in your specific career, whenever you're getting placed at some company. So it's very important to do projects and indulge in extracurricular activities. So that's really great. You are that kind of a student who also focused on academics a bit and also did the coding kind of thing. So it's great. So you are basically you are a combo of two things. So that's great. And can you? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's great. So your journey up till now is really great. I'm really interesting right now. And you also mentioned that you were a president for Student Gymkhana. So can you describe me the experience about it? What did you do on that system?
See, Gymkhana is the student body of IIIT Allahabad. That is a bridge between the student community and the administration. So basically, being a president of student gymkhana was the most responsible thing that I have ever came across. So that not only my experience being a president of a student gymkhana was quite good. Like it has given me many traits. Like it have given me a confidence, public speaking. Earlier, I was a very means what you can say. I used to get fear. I was fearing from speaking in public. Like, but
Yeah, so
after
you had
that,
stage fear basically. You had stage
yeah.
fear.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, but after that, after being the president of student gymkhana, it gave me a confidence. Like I can speak from in front of people. I can socialize with them. So it gave me, and it also other than this, when you do something for your for the community of students, like being a student, you are working for the students. So that gives a very good feeling for you to you, like you are doing for the welfare of the student. So being the president of student gymkhana was a kind of turning point of my personality in my life.
Yeah, so you are a person who are like scared of giving up speeches to audience, to students basically. But that position helped you overcome that public speech, like that stage fear, and like it gave you an entry into public speaking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, nice. Then you also had mentioned an experience where you were a joint secretary for IEEE Society. So also tell me something about
IEEE student branch is usually in Uttar Pradesh region is in many colleges. Basically, it's a student branch of IEEE Computer Society, and being the joint secretary of that, mainly it involves managerial things. Like there were various symposium like computer science, India symposium. So these are the things that we need to manage, like from preparation before 3-2 months till the happening of the event. We need to manage all the things. So basically, being at the position of joint secretary IEEE, I learned all the managerial things that we need to do for make an event successful.
So in just college life, you learned management as well as you learned coding. So that's great, and it's a great combo. Like if you see most of the CEOs, they have like a technical degree plus a management degree. So that makes them a combo, and they can manage the company. So that's really great. You have been doing all these things. So that's nice. And now I would like to jump to the main part of the interview, and that is like the Sprinklr part. So how did you get this internship opportunity to like work for Sprinklr as a SD intern? So tell me about that.
Actually, Sprinklr came for Sprinklr was the first company that came for the campus recruitment for internship. So I filled the form for Sprinklr. Actually, I filled for two companies like Goldman Sachs and Sprinklr. So Goldman Sachs coding round happened earlier, and Sprinklr coding round on the next day. So basically, these two companies that I have applied for.
That's great. So can you this is how you got that internship opportunity. Can you like dig into detail? Tell me, how did you crack the interview? Tell me your interview experience in detail, your rounds and everything.
I started preparing for internship from the month of April. My internship season starts in July, in the end of July, and I started preparing for April. And my 4-year students were preparing for placements. So I, along with them, started preparing for internship. I have done intense coding for around 3 months, and on HackerRank, HackerEarth, LeetCode, InterviewBit, Geek for Geeks. After that, I also revised some concept of operating system, DBMS, system design. These are the things that I have learned for this internship. And coming to the interview process, the interview process comprises of 4 rounds, one coding round. One coding round comprises of 3 questions, 3 coding questions, mainly of graph data structure and dynamic programming. So I was able to solve 2 questions out of 3. And after that, there are 3 technical rounds, 3 face-to-face technical rounds. In the first round, that was DS Algo round. So the interviewer asked me some standard question to gain confidence, and after that he moved on to the advanced concept like dynamic programming and graphs. The second round was DS Algo round. Along with it, he asked also some design questions. like internal working of AVL tree, internal working of hash map, red black tree, and all. And the third round was basically the design round, and he has given me only one question. That was you have to write a production ready code of internal working of hash map. So these were the three face-to-face interview and one coding round.
That's great. So you cracked all of these rounds and you were selected. So now that you're selected for the internship, can you now tell me about the internship experience you had? Even if it is remote, you can like describe your internship experience and what project were you working on? Can you tell me about that?
Basically, I was in the core backend team in Sprinklr. So we were a group of 3 interns. Like one was from IIT BHU, one from IIT Madras, and other was me. So we 3 were working. We were in a team. And our manager was very cool person. Like he gave me, we worked on 3 projects in the due course of 2 months. So he gave us the first project. Problem statement was like we have to grab the frames from the video stream and upload it on S3 blob and Azure blob. So basically this was an optimization problem. Earlier this has been implemented by them in Java. We have to convert into C. So basically this project that we have worked on, like this, my internship, if you experience was quite good at Sprinklr. The thing that I liked about Sprinklr was the accessibility of your seniors. Like being an intern, I can ping my CTO on Slack and he replies to us. So that was a big thing, like getting a reply from a CTO. So that this is the thing that I liked about Sprinklr. And there is a good work-life balance also. Like we used to, my manager told, like shut down the laptop after 5. You need not to work. But being an intern, to get a PPO, we used to work like after 5 also. But there was no strict boundaries on the time like.
That's wonderful. So you had an amazing experience as an intern for Sprinklr.
Yeah.
So that is about your internship experience. Can you tell me about your roles and responsibilities as an intern and how many hours a week you were working on that specific project?
Basically, if you come to the hours that we have worked, in the internship period, like we were a team of 3, we used to divide the work among themselves and we used to work. So like in the 2-month intern, we actually worked only for 1.5 months. We are having nothing to do for 15 days. So it was not like the time was an issue. But when you come to the roles and responsibility part, responsibility that the Sprinklr has some leadership principles. Like you have to be responsible for the product that you are developing. The sense of ownership should be there with you. This is the responsibility, like from the writing the code from the scratch to deploying it into production. You are solely responsible for that product. So the responsibility that I was having, like we are responsible for the whole product that we are developing from the first phase to the last phase. And the roles that I have came across, like we have to develop the project, deliver it on time. These are the things that are more important during the internship.
That's nice. And also you mentioned that you had 2 months internship, but you like completed the project in 1.5 months. So it's very important to be punctual, to be on time, and to be dedicated. Is that like if you want to get an internship, you should have that qualities, which you had?
Definitely.
Yeah. So tell me about, you told about your manager and everything, like how you used to tell you that shut your laptop after 5. So like, tell me about the work culture at Sprinklr. Like, how did they treat you as an intern?
As I told you, that the thing that I liked about Sprinklr is that all my seniors are very accessible. If I ping them on the Slack, they will reply to it then and there. Even we can converse around. Actually, I will give you a scenario, like around on day we were working at around 1 in the night. So we got an error. that we are getting from last one day. So we asked our manager like at 1 o'clock, we are actually, hey Ayush, we are getting this error. So he pinged us. He said, "You sleep now. I will look into it in the morning." So they are very friendly. It was not like it's a manager intern relationship. It was like we are a normal co-worker, and we used to. That was very normal. Like they were not treating us like we are intern. They are treating us as equal employees. And the work culture, if you are talking about work culture, there is a proper work-life balance. There is no hard time for the no hard limit for the start time. There is no hard limit for the end time. Just you need to complete your project in the given time frame. It's your duty how you want to work. It's your responsibility how you want to complete.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you had an amazing experience. You like got to meet a lot of new people. You got to learn so many new things that a college cannot teach you. It's only when you work in a company you get a practical experience about things. So that's great. And like the second last question, which I want to ask in this interview is, what skills did you possess which helped you convert that internship opportunity into a people? So tell me about that.
Actually, the most important skill is the ability to learn. How fast you learn is the most important thing in the internship, because during the internship it is a time frame of 2 months. In the 2 months you have to learn the technology, and after that you have to make a project in that. So basically it's very important to learn it fast, the first and foremost thing. The second one will be punctual to your work. Like if you want to complete the work as soon as possible, try to complete it. Let it be enjoy the free time after that. So basically and it was a lockdown period for us, so we got bored from last 2-3 months. After that the another thing what I can say that can help you converting internship to PPO is like for me it was like it is your work on which the people will judging you. So do the work properly, and the deliverables of the project should be delivered. These are the main final motive of the project of the intern.
That's great. Yeah. That's nice. And with this, I'll like go on to the last question of the interview, and then we wrap up. Then some tips or advice you want to give to the aspirants who are looking to crack that SD role at Sprinklr.
Actually, cracking the internship is a very generic process, but there is no hard and fast rule for the particular company. But if you talk about Sprinklr specifically, they give more weightage to DSLGO, competitive coding, and projects. They are not much into subject part. They usually ask question from OS and all. They mainly don't ask question from subjects. Basically, they ask from DS and Algo. And depending upon your learning speed, if you are a fast learner, then 2 to 3 months of preparation will be more than enough for cracking the internship at Sprinklr. And if you are a slow learner, then you can invest around 4 to 5 months for learning things. The resources that I followed was initially I built my basics in Geek for Geeks. After that, I switched to Lead Code, InterviewBit, and some problems from HackerRank and HackerUt. So these were the competitive coding part. Other than this, for the subjects, I followed operating systems videos by Sanchit Jain and Gate Smashers, and DBMS videos from the same. And for the system design part, I have gone through Gaurav Sen videos. So these resources are more than enough that can help land you in a internship at Sprinklr or any top MNCs.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And talking about your journey, how did you did a dual degree? You had some projects and you got an internship opportunity. It is each and every bit of thing is inspirational. And with this, I would like to conclude the interview, and I want to thank you. A big thanks to you for coming here and talking about your experiences and your college life, your projects, your internship experience, and what advices you want to give. So big thanks to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So Prakash, that's wonderful, the journey you shared with me. So do you want to give some words of motivation to our viewers who are watching you right now?
Actually, I want to say to all the viewers, everyone has a capability to do everything. It's not like only a scholar person can crack an interview of a big MNC, or an average and a mediocre cannot. So basically, I was a person. I was a kind of person who had whose average CGPA for first two semester was less than 8. So after my first year, I got a bit serious for coding and projects, and after that, I cracked Sprinkler. So basically, the same advice I want to give. It's not like if you are a below average student or an average student, you cannot do so. But just you need to change your priorities. Everyone is capable of doing everything, and just you need to change your priorities. And I think you could land an internship at a big MNC.
That's great, and that's kind of a motivation for those people who are watching it, who are below average students, who are like you. So that's nice, and your whole journey is inspirational, and that's great. And I want to thank you for making your presence on this platform. And yeah, so with this, I would like to conclude the video. If you are watching the video right now, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to his channel. Also reach out to Prakar. I leave the social handles in the description box below, so do check it out. Do reach out to him. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of interview series with another person from the industry. Until then, keep learning, keep inspiring, keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you.